Hey there, how there, ho there. It's Jeff Cutter Diamond welcoming you to another PC Replay Baseball video to do with the 2026 Super Trny 24 season / decade stats times 496. 332 team brackets have led us to this. And now we've got ourselves 2 game 7s for the round of 16. We will be doing the quarterfinals not till Monday. So tomorrow will be an off day. As we look at the bracket right now, we have the 1906 Cubs, the number 29 seed. They did terribly in the bracket challenge, but have had a pair of 5-game wins over the 2020 Dodgers and the 42 Cardinals. They will face the 1924 Washington Senators, who had to go through a game 7 with the 47 Dodgers, but easier time with the 20 Indians. So yeah, lowest seed against the highest seed. The 3 seed is the 1923 Monarchs, 4-2 over the 1990 Tigers, and then 4-2 against 41 Red Sox. Now, there is a big moment. If the 2016 Cubs do beat the Yankees, they will face the 1923 Monarchs as lowest versus highest. And all that. The 2016 Cubs had a time with the 1909 Pirates in 6, and the 98 Yankees were down 2-0 to the 65 Twins. They had to win games 6 and 7. The 30 Cardinals, they took out the 98 Padres in 6. Now they got to face the 85 Cardinals. They've had some great matchups. The 85 Cardinals beat the 2020 Cubs at 6, and now they've got a chance to do something. If St. Louis wins, they are guaranteed a home field in the quarterfinals. 98 Yankees, same thing. The 1999 Diamondbacks, pair of 5-game wins over the 79 Orioles, and the 61 Giants. The 2020 White Sox, hard pressing. They took 4th in their pool. They beat the 93 Cardinals in 5 and the 55 Yankees in 6. Chump change. And the 1908 Cubs, they took out the 95 Indians quite easily and then swept the 81 Expos. So they are the fastest rising team. There is a bit of a thing. We will get to that later. But first, let's go to the Cubs and Yankees because that's the first game, east to west. So David Wells will take on Kyle Hendricks. And they were taking Montero out. And it will be David Ross who will DH for the Cubs today. Good idea. Yankees. No. They're going to say no. I say no. Tim Raines, Spencer. I would have went with like Joe Girardi. No, they're going to go with Shane Spencer. They want Shane Spencer. So here we go. Game 7.
Replay Radio is live from New York. Top of the first.
Hess and Bud Light sponsoring this. David Wells 2-0 with a 3.8 ERA. He's the guy. 98 was when he threw his perfect game against the Twins. They'll face Dexter Fowler, who's only batting 7 for 43 RBIs. There is a good chance that the New York Yankees might go with maybe even Willie Contreras. I don't know who they will go to, honestly. They might just pick up some other guy. I don't know what they'll do. The Cubs, well, they're basically thinking of, well, the Yankees are hard at first base and left field. Rizzo is almost on the way to the Yankees. That's what they're saying. They're saying Rizzo will be confirmed to go to the Yankees and Tino Martinez will be dumped off. If the Cubs produce, they might go for. They would love to go for Tony Oliva, but the rule is because he's for the 6-5 Twins, he must stay where he is. They might go for Brady Williams. Yeah, their outfield looks terrible. Second base might be Knobloch. They might have to take an outfielder. I don't know. But here's Dexter Fowler. Right through the way. Oh, jeez. Did he just go deep? He needs a high number. It's a 52. Hey! That's gone. Dexter's Laboratory. He's proving why he should stay. It's 1-0 Cubbies.
No outs, bases empty.
Here comes Chris Bryant, the jack of all trades, but he only has 1 RBI this postseason. He'll walk. Bad news for Wells. Oh yeah, I forgot. David Wells has to be yanked.
No outs, man on first.
But yeah, it's the first inning. Here comes Rizzo, who had that bases clearing double yesterday. Hit or miss. That looks like a hit to me. Oh, he's a fly ball out. And that's, oh yeah, he has to pitch to 3 batters.
1 out, man on first.
Yeah, he
The
has to pitch to
defense is
3
pulling
batters, and
in at the
David Wells will be
corners.
yanked. He gave up a run, so he must be taken out. That's the Game 7 rule I have. And it will be Jimmy Brusque. Well, it's the first inning. You might as well let him pitch. To Wagner. Double down the left field line. Bryant will maybe go. It's a 5-3. It's an RBI double like Honus. It's 2-0 for the Cubs. Wow.
1 out, man on second.
There's Silbrus, 267. There's only 1 RBI. Pitch and line. Hit the second, and ooh boy, possible error. It will not be an error. Wagner jumps to third base, so that's what you do.
2 outs, man on third.
Yeah, Honus was added in because Addie Russell sucked. Here comes Hayward, batting 116. This could be a magic moment for him. But he pops up. Right in second third, but the Cubs
2 runs, 2 hits,
chase maybe
and 1 left on.
If you do give up a run, but you're in the lead, it's up to discretion.
Bottom of the first.
Bottom of the first. Kyle Hendricks, 1-1 with a 2.84 ERA. He hasn't pitched much, but he'll pitch this game. Chuck Knobloch, batting 245, 306 RBIs. Some say they might even go for him, but he takes a whiff.
1 out,
But they have to
bases empty.
declare. Well, they haven't really declared anything. Here's Jeter, the captain, 2 home runs, 5 RBIs. Hit the short, and close play first. Jeter is not an easy out. And that's it. And Jeter gets another
1 out, man on
Like,
first.
do you take Derek Jeter? I don't think you could. Plus, where are you going to put Wagner? Here's a Levi. 11 RBIs. But a strikeout by Hendricks.
2 outs, man on first.
He picked him up for the 65 Twins. Here's Bernie. Home run for RBIs. What makes sense? Maybe he might put him. Now, it's Silver's taking there at 7. It's a 66, so no number was going to give him there.
2 outs, men on first and second.
Flawless. Here's Dino. He knows he might be in trouble. 160 average, and he strikes out. So Hendricks gives up a pair of hits.
No runs,
Sprinkled in with 3
2
strikeouts.
hits, and 2 left on. Top of the second.
Top of the second for Contreras. 8 RBIs. And Brocious makes the catch. A lot of people say Contreras.
1 out, bases
Would the
empty.
Yankees take Contreras if they have to? They're going to say no. Bias. But only 138 and a pop up to third. Yeah,
2
that's
outs,
going to be
bases
hard.
empty.
Here's David Ross. He's put the BDH today. They didn't take Montero, and he didn't like that risk with the big sinker.
An easy inning to score. 1, 2, 3. Bottom of the second.
Top of the second for Shane Spencer, made to be DH for them. Home run for RBIs. And goes up to third.
No outs, men on first.
Here comes Chad Curtis, 190, 3 home runs though. And a leaping play by Wagner. Spencer has to go back home.
1 out, men on first.
Here's Brocious, batting 333, 3 home runs, 5 RBIs. Maybe they take him. So sheep, strike 3. But the question in my mind is, why would you take him?
2 outs, men on first.
And here comes Posada. And he's out. Nice job by Hendricks. The first time through the order.
No
Yankees
runs,
get 3 hits.
1 hit, and 1 left
in
on.
the first turn, but nothing.
Top of the
off
third.
plate. Fowler, who went deep off, well, he'll face Brusque. Hit to short, and possible error. But it's not. It's Derek Jeter after all.
1 out, bases empty.
Here's Bryant. Ow! Trunked him. And that's going to be the end of Brusque's day.
1 out, men on first.
Well, they're going to go to the base action chart first. It's an E, so he does have one number he doesn't want. It is a 1-2. It's a pickoff attempt. Fortunately for the Yankees, that actually works out. Attempted pickoff. Oh, he is picked off. Well, Brusque does his job.
2 outs, bases empty.
Oh, he's a B. You are Rizzo. He's going to pitch to Rizzo. Why not? Well, he plunked him. That's the second hit batsman of the day for
2
Chris.
outs, men on first.
Well, you got to take him out now. And it's going to be... Graham Lloyd is going to come in. Pitching away. And a base hit by Wagner. Rizzo will go to third base. So runners on the corners for Zobrist.
2 outs, men on first and third.
The narrative. Wagner might steal. He won't.
2 outs, men on first and third.
First and third, Zobrist. Well, that's at least a single. Did he go deep? He needs a high number. 45 is a question mark. He does have a 1 out of 6 chance for a home run. That's a 4. It's a looping single. RBI. Wagner goes to third base. So Rizzo.
2 outs, men on first and third.
Here comes Hayward. Hit or miss. I think that's a miss. No, it's a single. It's now 4-0. Hayward's producing an RBI. Got an RBI for once. Zobrist will go to third base. So the Cubs are putting the score to the
2 outs, men on first and third.
Wow. Here's Contreras. Hit to short, and he's out. But the Cubs put 2 more on the board.
2 runs, 3 hits, and 2 left on. Bottom of the third.
On the third for Nubla. Fly ball, left field. Nice catch by Mr.
1 out,
Zobrist.
bases empty.
One down for Cheetah. Goodbye, he out.
2 outs, bases empty.
Here's Oliva. Towards the gap. Fowler's a 3 defensively, so this could be big. It is a double by Oliva. Trying to be the hero and why the Yankees
2 outs,
picked him up.
man on second.
I don't know who they gave up for him, but anyway, here's Bernie. Buddy strikes out. Hendricks gets out of the mess again.
No
Holy
runs,
smokes.
1 hit, and 1 left on.
Really?
Top of the fourth.
Top of the fourth. Bank of America and Verizon sponsoring the middle innings. Here's Javier Baez. And they're going to take Lloyd out. And it's going to be Darren Holmes. They're down 4-0, but they can salvage it. Base hit by Baez. Holmes, the former Colorado closer. Does Brocious make it E5? No, sir.
No outs, man on first.
Here's Ross. He'll take a walk. First and second.
No outs, men on first and second.
For Fowler, but the base action chart is a 6-1, a possible wild pitch. Has to be higher than a 3. It isn't, so
no
good news
outs,
for the
men on first and second.
Yankees. Fowler about to hit first and second. Lines out the non-block, and Baez sticks to second base, knowing that he doesn't want to be picked off. Here's Chris.
2 outs, men on first and second.
Here comes Rizzo. And no walk. Bases are jammed for Wagner, who can get hits when he needs to.
2 outs, bases loaded.
We're saying. This is, base action chart is a 3-5, another possible wild pitch. And again, he gets
2
out
outs,
of it.
bases loaded.
Cubs are like, damn it, why can't it be higher than a 3? Wagner. Ooh, a rare play. Is it a number? It is a 1 of Fowler. He needs a high number. He gets a high number and survives.
2 outs, bases loaded.
Stand. That could have been disastrous. Pitch of the way. Got with some first please, with the bases loaded. Takes
No
down
runs,
Wagner.
1 hit, and 3 left on. Bottom of the fourth.
Now the Yankees, maybe they'll get some live. Here's Makino. And he keeps drive. Zobrist makes the catch.
1 out, bases empty.
We can do this. Here's Spencer. He gone. Strike 3.
2 outs, bases empty.
Here's Curtis. And goodbye, he gone.
It's a 1-2-3 inning.
They're gonna make
Top
the
of the
nine.
fifth.
On to the fifth. Here comes Sobrist. Ground ball to Brocious. Flips it to first. One away.
1 out, bases empty.
Here comes Hayward. Hit the second, and he's out. That's 2.
2 outs, bases empty.
Here comes Contreras. Hey, hey! Holy cow! Little Willie, really go Contreras. And you can't tell Willie, cause Willie don't know. He just hit a homer. Willie's gonna go home.
2 outs, bases empty.
And remember that song, Little Willie Goes Home. So Holmes is gone, and that's gonna be 5-0. They're gonna give Tessmer they're down 5-0, so they're gonna give Jay Tessmer on the bat. Here's Bias. Infield single. He keeps getting these infield singles.
2 outs,
Willie
man on
Contreras
first.
goes deep. And now here's Ross. Base action is a 4-1, a possible wild pitch. Well, that's a guarantee. Yeah, the Cubs were like, that fourth inning, they had 2 chances to get
2 outs,
runners
man on
across with
second.
wild pitches, but it didn't work. That's a wild pitch. Here's Ross. He's gone. Let the Cubs see again. It's 5-0.
1 run, 2 hits, and 1 left on. Bottom of the fifth.
Bottom of the fifth, and here comes Brocious. Ground ball, Wagner flips it to Rizzo. That's all out.
1 out, bases empty.
Here's Posada. He gone.
2 outs, bases empty.
Here's Knobloch. Oops, this is a rare play. It is a 2, so they got to go against his speed, but Knobloch, only one number can screw him up. And it does! Somehow they got Knobloch.
They go down quietly, nothing doing this half inning.
Shoosh!
Top of the sixth.
On to the 6th, 5-0, and here comes Fowler. White ball, Bernie makes the catch, 1 down.
1 out, bases empty.
Here's Bryant. Hey, hey! Say goodbye! Holy cow! Sealed with a Chris on
1
that
out,
one.
bases
His
empty.
first home run. That's only his second RBI. And here comes Jonesabek. To face Rizzo. They're down 6-0. And a double by Rizzo. So he does his job.
1 out, man on second.
Here comes Honus. Deep fly to center. Rizzo does get to third base, but I thought Wagner would have run. I'm like, really?
2 outs, man on third.
Here's Sobrist. But he can't get the RBI. But they do score again.
1 run, 2 hits,
nothing
and 1 left on. Bottom of the sixth.
The loss of the shuffle is Kyle Hendricks. Guy pitched 12 2/3 innings in his previous 2 attempts and only had 4 strikeouts. In 5 innings, he has 9 today. Here's Jeter. And right to Baez, 1 down.
1 out, bases empty.
Here comes Oliva. They're not.
1 out, man on first.
Here's Bernie. Hit the second, and base hit off of Baez's square. Bernie gets a 2 second. I think he's taking 8
1 out,
to get
men on first and second.
Well, Oliva would be perfect, but the rule is you can't take anyone who's already been taken. So the 65 Twins for the Yankees. So yeah, Oliva would have definitely been part of the 2016 Cubs, but you can't. So now the question is, what do you do? Well, here's Tino. Dribbler to the catcher. He'll throw the third. He knows he's got to throw for the lead base, and he does.
2 outs, men on first and second.
Not his fault. Here's Spencer. And he flies out, and again, Hendricks gets out of the mess.
No runs, 1 hit, and 2
A lot of
left
people
on.
thought David Wells was going to
Top of
outduel
the seventh.
Hendricks, but the opposite has happened. Adidas and MetLife sponsoring the last 3 innings, and here comes Hayward against Jensenbeck. Why ball the right? I think he's going to be the odd man out.
1 out, bases empty.
Here's Contreras. Hit the short and base hit. Contreras somehow gets a base hit. So yeah, Contreras has been on
One
fire.
out, men on first.
9 RBIs. Here's Baez. Hit the short and possible error. But it's Derek Jeter, so no, you can't. Contreras gets out at second base. It's no big
Two
deal.
outs, men on first.
No big deal. No big deal. Baez, he's gonna steal. Why? But he did. I was like, why? 6-0. Stay off the bases.
2 outs,
You
man
don't
on
have to do
second.
anything stupid. Here's Ross. Hit the first and stomp on first base. Returns the back base is clean.
No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left on. Bottom of the 7th.
Let's see what Chad Curtis can come up with. Oh, I thought column 6 was like, did he just go deep?
1 out,
No, he
base
didn't.
is empty.
Damn it. Here's Burgess. Fly ball, Sobers makes the catch. Second first, same as the first.
2 outs, base is empty.
Here comes Posada. And he'll walk.
2 outs, men on first.
Well, let's see what the base action chart was. It's a 1-4 wild pitch. Has to be a high number. It is. So Posada will jump to second base.
2 outs, men on second.
Let's see what Hendricks can do this time. No block. Well, did he just make it 6-2? High number. He did! See ya! That is done! Ground check on that one. Maybe they might go for Malcolm. His 4th home run. I would.
2 outs, base
I
is
think
empty.
second base is biased. Yeah, I think you're gonna take Chuck Knobloch. You might as well. Well, 62. Kendricks has thrown 9 strikeouts. Derek Jeter is up at the plate. Get it out of here. So it will be Mike Montgomery who will come in to try to stop Jeter. Now substitute. Yeah,
2 outs, men on first.
You gotta go for the W more so than try. Here's Oliva. It's a 4-3, a wild pitch. Nope. That's the second wild pitch of the inning for the Cubs. Jeter takes second.
2 outs, men on second.
Here's Oliva. Ooh, a rare play. It is a 2. Well, Oliva's the slowest of the 2, so they gotta go for Oliva. You need a 5 or 6. They get a 5! And Oliva can't believe it.
2 runs.
He thought he was going to make it first and third and birdie at the plate. No, sir.
Top of the 8th.
Now, Knobloch's 2-run home run. I think they're going to take Knobloch. Yeah, Baez can do so much, but yeah, Baez is going to be yanked for Knobloch. Here's Fowler. Popped up the short. I think they're going to let Jensenbeck pitch again.
1 out, base is empty.
Here comes Bryant. He'll walk, and that'll be it. Yeah, I think they're going to tell Jensenbeck.
1 out, man
Pitch
on
until you
first.
bleed. It's 6-2. And Mendoza. Well, you're down by 4. Yeah, they're going to go with Mendoza. I would have went with Buddy. Here's Rizzo. Hit the second and a double play opportunity. It is a double play. Nice job.
No runs, no hits,
6-2
and none left
Cubs.
on.
Can the Yankees come
Bottom
back?
of the 8th.
Here's Bernie. Ground ball to Bryant. Got it. That's 1 out. Yeah, Knobloch's
1
2-run
out,
home run.
base
I
is
think
empty.
he's put his stock up for the Cubs. Here's Tino. Hit or miss. Looks like a miss. It is a miss. Tino thought he had it, but he doesn't. That's 2 down. Yeah, they were looking forward to Rizzo.
2 outs, base is empty.
Here's Shane Spencer. And they hit. So Spencer
2 outs, men on first.
Terrible. Here's Curtis. And he flies out. Montgomery does his job.
No runs, 1 hit,
Except for
and
the
1
2-run
left
home
on.
run by Knobloch.
Top
The
of the
Cubs
ninth.
have been pitching well. It's 6-2. You got Wagner, Sobrist, and Hayward. You definitely won't take Honus out. It's a short and It's Derek Jeter. He's out.
1 out, bases empty.
Here comes Sobrist. And they're going to take him out. It's going to be Soler. I'm actually surprised. He's 5 for 34. Strikes out. And I think the plan is
2 outs, bases empty.
It's 6-2. It's not over yet. Hayward. Well, Hayward's gone. And that will be Coughlin's time to shine. Possible walk. But he's a 6 control, so he's a control.
2 outs, bases empty.
Here's Contreras. Oh, well, sorry. Okay, here's Coughlin. He strikes out, so almost not lost.
And just like that, the inning's over. Bottom of the ninth.
Montgomery is going to probably pitch until the save situation is needed. Left field goes to Coughlin. And right field goes to Soler. Remember, Coughlin came into left field in the ninth. Was it the ninth yesterday? And he threw out the runner, not Strawberry. He threw out somebody at the plate and forced the 10th inning. You got Brocious, Posada, and Nabok. Brocious is going to come out. And it will be chilly. Catch on the way. Fly ball, Fowler makes the catch. 1 away.
1 out, bases empty.
Here comes Posada, who has not hit well. Kim Raines is coming to the plate. Catch on the way. Fly ball, Fowler makes the catch. Montgomery's 1 out away from sending the 2016 Cubs to the quarterfinals against the 1923 Kansas City Monarchs. Knobloch, who hit that 2-run home run, who is almost set to be a Chicago Cub. Pitch of the way. Strike 3, game over. The Cubbies win 6-7 in New York.
Wins the game.
They did it.
From all of us at Replay Games, thanks for playing.
Can you believe it? A 1 in 12 chance for an out in the bottom of the ninth yesterday, and they got it. And the Cubs won in extra innings, and they beat the Yankees 6-2. Hendricks beats Wells coming out of freaking nowhere to throw 9 strikeouts, and the 2016 Cubs win the matchup 6-2. What a job. What a game for the Cubs. Striking early and often, 6-0. Well, the Cubs 6 runs on 11 hits, 9 left. The Yankees 2 runs, 8 hits, 8 left. Kendricks went 6 2/3. They took him out for safety. Montgomery pitches 2 1/3 great innings. The Yankees, Wells couldn't do it. Everyone gave up a run until Chancellorsburg and Mendoza. But yeah, 3 hours, 25 minutes. Kendricks is your MVP. Play-by-play, Fowler with a leadoff home run, and then Honus Wagner with a double to score Chris Bryant, while Wells had to throw out the 3 batters. He was yanked quickly. And then in the third, Sobrist got an RBI single to score Rizzo, and Hayward single to score Honus Wagner. 4-0. Contreras went deep in the 5th, and Chris went deep in the 6th. Knobloch went deep twice to make it 6-2, and they took out Hendricks. Series stats, 24-23. The Cubs survived the run thing. The Cubs won the first 2 games. The Yankees won the next 3. The Cubs won 2, the 6 and 7. The Cubs and Yankees, nobody won on home turf. Nobody. That's amazing. No home team won in this series. Well, the Cubs, great job by Wagner and Contreras with 5 RBI, 6 home runs, including one by Chris Coughlin. Batting average 385 by Contreras. Wow, done. And Chris Bryant, 320. Holy Soler was 0 for 15. Like, the guy freaking can't hit. Pitching-wise, Arrieta, Lester, Hendricks, and Rondon were the W's. The Yankees, 2 home runs by Chuck Knobloch, RBI, 4 by Oliva. But because Oliva's already been traded, he can't be traded again. And since they have a second baseman problem, Scott Brocious, they're going to go with Knobloch. They're going to go with someone at the top of the order. So the Cubs are going to go with Knobloch and take out Baez. Wins by Cone, Wells, and Hernandez. I think Hernandez might go to the Cubs. Who knows? What an effort. Let's do the trades. The 98 Yankees can't believe it. They were down 2-0 to the Twins. 65 Twins that beat them. They were down 2-0 to the 2016 Cubs. Lost game 7. And yes, Chuck Knobloch is gone. And so 2 will be. What do you pull out? They're going to go for Hernandez. They're going to go for Hernandez. Yep, they're going to take Erdos. They're going to take Hernandez. The Cubs are going to take Hernandez. So who do you dump off? You Darvish. You Darvish. Forgot they had him. So you Darvish. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. Wrong guys. Wrong guys. Yeah, wrong guys. Sorry. Huh. Good thing I didn't trade. And it will be John Lester. Or Lackey. What do you do? Lester or Lackey? Lester's a 19-game winner. He's 1-2. But you got Orlando Hernandez. What are you going to do? Lester's 1-2. John Lackey has also been there. But John Lackey has also started. Yeah, John Lackey started a game. Yeah, they're going to trade Lackey. They're going to keep Lester and take out Lackey. John Lackey. And of course, that means Bias is OUT because they don't need him. Great. So the bracket is set in stone. The 1906 Cubs take on the 1924 Senators. The 2016 Cubs take on the 1923 Monarchs. Can you believe it? The Cubs have 3 teams in the quarterfinals. The 1908 team against the 2020 White Sox. So the situation is this between the 2 Cardinals teams, 30 and 85. If Team Coleman, as I call them, if the 85 team wins, they face the 1908 Cubs. They'll have home field. And that means the 2020 White Sox go to Arizona and the Diamondbacks have home field advantage. They want St. Louis to win because that means they get home court. No, they get court. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, the 99 Diamondbacks get home field no matter what. So if the 30 team, if Team Hafey wins, they go to Arizona. And we know the 1908 Cubs will be on the road against the 2020 White Sox. So Arizona is guaranteed to be at home in the to have home field in the quarterfinals, and the 1908 Cubs are guaranteed to have the road team. So as I said, if the 30 team wins, they'll face Arizona, which means the White Sox in 2020 will take on the 1908 Cubs. If the 85 Cardinals win, they'll take on the 1908 Cubs, and the Diamondbacks will have to face the White Sox. So one half of the doubleheader is done. Now we have to go to the second half in St. Louis. And Puccinelli, who has been playing his heart out at DH, he is going to have to come back in. The Cardinals go for Cole. Nope, they're going to put Landrum back in right field. They're going to keep Landrum back.
Replay radio is live from St. Louis.
The 1930 Cardinals were down 3 games to 2. Right? 3 games to 1. What? Are they coming back from 3-1 down? The 85 team was up 3 games to 1. Wow, the 85 team was up 3 games to 1, have lost the next 2. St. Louis. Well, Danny Cox, 1-0, 9 innings of work, 3.72 ERA. Future Blue Jay. He must stop the steam. Taylor Doe hit. He's 278 with 6 RBIs. And they said that they want Tom Herr. If the 30 Cardinals win, they said, we want Tom Herr. They want Herr. They don't want McGee. They need to fix Frankie Frisch. If the 85 Cardinals win, what do you do? 85 Cardinals win. I don't know who they'll take. Well, actually, Bodie can play third base. They'll get rid of Pendleton. They will take Chick Hafey. I would too. Yeah, so the 85 Cardinals said, we'll take Chick Hafey and put Bodie at third base. There's no hit. Pitcher away. And he rips it to center, but McGee makes the catch. 1 down.
One out,
Chevy
base is
and
empty.
Fox sponsoring this first 3 innings. Here comes Jimmy Wilson, 5 RBIs. Catcher at shortstop, Smith to Clark. That's 2.
2 outs, bases empty.
Yeah, first base, but Bottomley has had a terrible time. Frankie Frisch, the 31-year-old. They said his time has passed. Ground ball, Clark stomps on first base. He does his job.
They go down quietly, nothing doing this half inning.
Shoosh.
Bottom of the first.
On to the first. Burlane Grimes, the spitballer, 2.65 ERA, 1-0. The 30 Cardinals said, yes, we got him. We got the pitching matchup. Well, here's Vince Coleman. 4 RBIs. But he can be a speedster. Well, he'll speed back to the dugout.
1 out,
strike
bases
3.
empty.
There's Willie McGee, 10 RBIs. Without a home run, I'm surprised. He'll take
1 out, man on
He
first.
might be, so I think he's safe in a sense. It is a 2-4. That's a steal. Fortunately, nothing else. So that's just a steal.
1 out, man on
A
second.
7 would have been a stolen base with an error opportunity for Wilson. Here's her. Second base, 8 RBIs. Hit or miss. That is a hit to me. McGee. Stay up here. Well, is he going home? I think no. There's a 5-1. That's an RBI single by Tom Hogan at 1-0, and that's the end of the road for
1
Grimes.
out, man on first.
You know the rule, the Game 7 rule. You give up a run, you could be yanked, and he will be yanked. And it will be Phil Johnson, 2-2 with a 5.2 ERA. He's going to come out of the bullpen. Here's Clark. He'll walk. I know it's kind of a good move, but that's the
1
rule.
out.
You give up
Men
the
on
first
first
run,
and
you're
second.
yanked. That would have happened for Cox. Here's Pendleton. He needs to prove he belongs. But a pop-up the second infield fly rule.
2 outs,
Well,
men
he
on
will
first and
belong in
second.
the 85 Cardinals win because they can't yank him. Well, yeah, I think Pendleton will be yanked. Here's Tito. 6 RBIs. He said. Oh, well, cross. So Brandon. Good thing he was put in the lineup. I think it was
2 outs,
desperation.
men on first
They
and
like,
third.
we need Tito Landrum in the lineup. Vince Light can't do anything. It's worked. First and third for Ozzie. It's at least a single. Is it a home run? Must be a high number. It's a 36. It's just a looping single. It's 3 for the 85ers. Landrum will move the corner so Ozzie gets his mark. It's 2-0. Pendleton
2 outs, men
will
on
probably be
first and
jettisoned,
third.
but you know what? He did a great job. Ozzie comes up. And he will not steal. I thought he would steal
2
second
outs,
base.
men on first
Well,
and
still
third.
Johnson can continue to pitch as much as he wants. Here's Porter, the catcher. Popped up, Kennedy makes the catch.
3 runs,
But the
3
85
hits,
Cardinals have
and
3
2
runs
left
on the board.
Top of the
This
second.
could be another blowout opportunity. Here's Kennedy. That's why they got him for the Padres. But he goes down, ace.
1 out,
for
base
Cox.
is empty.
Here comes Chick. Hits a second, and he's out. The most likely candidate to move
2
from the
outs,
30
bases
Cardinals to the
empty.
85 squad. There's Puccinelli. Because Kennedy would be a perfect candidate, but because he's already been traded, he can't be traded again. There's Pooch. 3 home runs. They put him in the H spot for a reason, but he flies out.
They go down quietly, nothing doing this half
And
inning.
once again, a shish.
Bottom of the second.
Bottom of the second. And here comes Bodie. He goes down. Johnson manages to get David Bodie.
1 out,
to
base
pick up
is
from the
empty.
2020 Cubs, so it's 10 RBIs. Here's Coleman. Fly ball to center. Still might stay
2
around
outs,
for a
base is
while.
empty.
Who knows? Pitch on the way. It's at least a single with McGee, but did he go deep? He needs a high number. 22 is not deep, that's a single. And that's probably going to have Johnson. Yep.
2 outs, men on first.
They're going to yank him. Yes, they will. And it will be Kaufman who will come up. Tony Kaufman. Not much in 3 innings of work, but he gets her to fly out to left.
No runs,
Yeah, they
1
don't
hit,
get much of a
and
bullpen.
1 left on.
3-0.
Top of the third.
They're down 3-0. Here's Bottomley. Sunny Jim Bottomley. If he was better, they probably would have taken out Clark for Bottomley. Round ball 5-3.
1 out,
And
base is empty.
spare Pendleton's late. As they say, Delbert. Remember, he was injured in Game 5, and good thing he was okay. Hit the right field. Base hit by Delbert. Is it has to be higher than a 4? It's a 5. It's at least a double. Landrum's arm. Score a triple for Gelbert. He's been producing. The question on my lips is, well, maybe Charlie Gelbert
man on third.
might be the perfect fit for the 85 Cardinals. But the problem I find is that, he's a shortstop. What are you going to do? Are you going to put him at third base? Can you? Here's Watkins, 7 RBIs. He's looking for number 8. Rounds out the first. That is an RBI. It's 3-1. The Cardinals don't have to pull Cox because it's 3-1, so they're going to keep him. Here's still hit. And he flies to center. So Cox does give up a triple to Gelbert.
1 run, 1 hit, and none left on.
Yeah.
Bottom of the third.
Bottom of the third, and here comes Jack Clark. He goes down the right field wall, trying to prove that he belongs in St. Louis. I think they'll keep him and dump off.
No outs, man on second.
Bodie can play third base. They'll have to find a third base, a DH. Here's Pendleton. Liberty drive to left. Chick will not make the catch. It bounces in front of him. Kirk gets the third and stays there.
No outs, men on first and third.
The
first baseman is playing in.
He's going to be yanked. Here's Tito. He has an RBI already. No luck. Now the bases are two.
No outs, bases loaded. The first baseman is playing in.
Catch away. Nowhere to put him. Hit the first and a slow grounder. They're going to go after. Well, they get Ozzy, so Ozzy gets another RBI. It's 4-1, and that's
One
David
out,
Kaufman.
men on second and third.
He gave up a run. Yep, he gave up a run. So it's going to be Hade who's going to come in. Hal Hade is going to have to try to do something here. Second and third, Porter. Infield fly. Frisch makes the
Two
catch.
outs, men on second
Down
and third.
for Bodie. But he strikes out. Hade does the job. 2 left in scoring position. 85
1 run,
Cardinals.
2 hits, and 2
6
left
innings
on.
away from pulling it off.
Top of the fourth.
And avoiding a 3-1 choke job. Bank of America and Budweiser is sponsoring the middle innings. Here comes Jimmy Wilson. Ground ball to Pendleton. Flip the first. He got him. That's 1 down.
One out, bases empty.
Bush. I think so too. Here comes Frisch. Ground ball to Pendleton. Flips the set.
2 outs, bases empty.
Here's Eddie. Eddie's pretty good.
And just like that, the inning's over. Bottom of the fourth.
Bottom of the fourth, here comes Coleman. Popped up, Eddie makes the catch. Uno alto.
1 out, bases empty.
Here's McGee. Hit the ground ball to first, and nice play.
Hey!
This is a
1 out, man on first.
Here comes her. No luck.
1 out, men on first and second.
With Jack Clark. Hunter turns the gap. Taylor is a 4 defensively. He might get this one. Answer is yes, he does. McGee will move to third base. There are 2 outs.
2 outs, men on first and third.
Pendleton. Infield single. I'd like to run. Pendleton trying to prove he can stay, but I think he's going because Clark.
2 outs, men on first and second.
Base action time for them. It's a 3-1 pass ball. Does it pass Wilson? Yes, it does. So second and third for Landrum.
2 outs, men on second and third.
Second and third. And that's the end of that. It will be Flint Ram will come in now. Going to Flint. Landrum. Strike 3. Ram does his job.
1 run, 2 hits, and 2 left on.
Now Danny Cox is
Top of the
looking
fifth.
pretty sleek. Pitch to Hafey. He'll walk Hafey. Yeah, the rumor is Hafey will
No
head to
outs,
St.
men
Louis
on
in
first.
85 team, probably be their designated hitter. Here's Butchie, Merrily. Base hit by the Pooch. Hafey will sneak to third base.
No outs, men on first and third.
First and third for Bottomley. Can he get an RBI? I think he can. And say goodbye to that one. Well, sunny
He now has 3
days,
RBIs
taking
today.
the clouds away. Now it's 5-4. This could be big. He could be on his way to 85 team down
No
on
outs,
Sesame
bases empty.
Street. Well, Bottomley proving that maybe he is proved. Maybe he, yeah, in game 7. Cox is gone. And that will be the end of him, and it will be Beaver. So Joe Beaver is going to come in to pitch. Here's Gilbert. Nitro shorts the gap. McGee is a 4 defensively. This might be it out. Tis it out. Close. I thought Gilbert had done it.
1 out, bases empty.
5-4. Can you believe it? Here's Watkins. And he doubles to left. That's a big hit by him.
1 out, man on second.
Here comes Taylor. Double to the gap. We're tied. Unreal. What a game we've had. Well, remember, the 30 Cardinals in Game 5 were down 4-0. We're down 3-0 in the 8th and came back with 4
1 out,
in their
man on
half,
second.
and they won the game. Here comes Wilson. They can't take care of Beaver. Big strikeout over Wilson. 2 down.
2 outs, man on second.
Now it's a battle of the bullpens. Here's Frisch. Big strikeout by Beaver and Frisch. He's 4 runs going.
4 runs,
Makes
4
it down
hits,
the
and 1 left on.
Trying to prove
Bottom
that
of the
he
fifth.
does belong on the 85 squad. And now here's Ozzy. But then again, if the 30 Cardinals win, I think it's going to be... Who do they take? Who are they taking again? Oh, yeah, they'll take her. Here's Ozzy. Pair of RBIs. Popped up. Frisch makes the catch. 1 down.
1 out, bases empty.
Here's Porter. And right to Watkins. That's 2.
2 outs, bases empty.
And that 4-run inning. Second time. Bodie. Hit or miss. Looks like a hit. It's not a hit. So Rem does his job.
They go down quietly, nothing doing this half inning.
Shoosh.
Top of the 6th.
Time for the 6th. And here comes Caminiti. Hit the second and... Ooh, close play. But he's out. So Hurd does his
1
job.
out, bases empty.
Yeah, I think Tom Hurd would go because Frisch is batting terribly. Here's Hafey. Takes a walk. So, yeah.
1 out, man on first.
Hurdle. And that's going to be it for Beaver. It's going to be Bob Forsch who will come in to save the day. Try to save the day. Look at that ERA, though. Uh-oh, did he just give one up? That's behind number. With a 52, that's just a single. By the Pooch. Hafey goes to second base.
1 out, men on first and second.
Here comes Bottomley. He went deep last time, remember? Hit or miss? That is a miss. Oof. I thought for sure he had gotten...
2 outs, men on first and second.
The guy who had 12 RBIs one game. Here's Gilbert. He grounds out, and Forsch saves the day.
No runs, 1 hit, and 2 left on. Bottom of the 6th.
Now here's the 85 team. Rem pitches to Coleman. He loops it to left. Shakes up 3 defensively. This could be a hit. And it's not. Too low.
1 out, bases empty.
Here's Willie. He's 57.
1 out, man on first.
Here's her. Ooh, a possible walk. This could be big. This is extra point. 1 out,
men on first and second.
Pitch to Clark. He doubles. That's an RBI for sure. Pearl. And here we go. He does. So Clark with 2 RBIs makes it 7-5 and a possible error on Watkins. But it's not. So just 2 RBI double by Jack
One
Clark.
out, man on second.
Proving that he can get over the Mendoza line. Rem cannot believe it. And Jim Lindsay is going to have to come in. Does have a win and a save. Here's Pendleton. With a base hit from left field. And an RBI for Pendleton. He might go for 2. He needs 1 to 4 in the red. There's a 4. That's a double with Pendleton. Makes it 8-5.
One out, man
Trying
on
to prove
second.
that he should stay on the team. Well, here's Landrum. That's a base hit to right field. Pendleton scores. He's going to try for a double. 2-3, that's a double by Tito. It's like 9-5. Unreal. What a game we're having here.
One out, man on second.
Here comes Ozzy. He got him. That's 2 outs now.
2 outs, man on second.
For Porter. Hit the second, and he's out. But the 85 Cardinals put 4 on the board to make it 9-5.
4 hits, and 1 left on.
They cancel out the 30 Cardinals. In a sense. Well, Bob Forsch could be the hero. The 35-year-old. Here's Watkins. Hit the second, and he's gone. That's 1 out.
1 out, base is empty.
Here's Taylor. Hit to Ozzy, and he's gone. That's 2.
2 outs, base is empty.
Here's Wilson. And he flies out. So Forsch looking pretty good.
They go down quietly, nothing doing this half inning. Bottom of the 7th.
Bottom of the 7th. Here comes Bodie. Walk, and I think that's going to be incomplete.
No outs, man on first.
Coleman out. Carbon Hill is coming in to the game. Pitching away. He got him. Got Coleman. 1 out.
1 out, man on first.
Here comes McGee. Goes to the right field corner. Bodie will
That's his 4th hit today.
stay. Big job by
One
McGee.
out,
4 hits
men on
today.
second
Well, he
and
has
third.
that batting average.
They brought the
Here's
infield
Tom
in.
Hurst, 2nd and 3rd. Can he get it? Big hit. No walk. I think it's the first time Tom Hurst has walked.
1 out, base
Now
is loaded.
comes Clark. He's already got 2 RBIs and 2 doubles. Base check is a 2-2 toss ball. SBI number. It is a 5, and that's another run for the 85ers. It's 10-5.
1 out, men on second and third. They brought the infield
Now
in.
Clark still has a chance at RBI. But he walks. Now it's at the penalty. The question in my mind is,
1 out,
now what do you do?
bases
You can't get
loaded.
rid of the guy who... Well, he's got 2 RBIs and 3 hits. Bases are jammed. Roll or die. That's a sac fly by Pendleton. Another RBI.
He now has 3 RBIs today.
The guy kind of knew that he
2
was on the
outs,
hot
men on
seat. He
first
puts
and
up 3
second.
RBIs. It's 11-5. Here comes Tito. But he strikes out. Nothing doing. But 2 more on the board. The 85
2
team's going to
runs,
pull away. It's
1 hit,
11-5.
and 2 left on. Top of the 8th.
Top of the 8th. Forsch to Frisch. Rambo, her flips it to Clark. 1 out. Yeah, Pendleton's
1
still
out,
low.
base is empty.
Now what do you do? Here's Kamiady. Pitch on the way. Yeah. Line drive towards the gap. McGee is a 4 defensively, so I think he'll be okay. Well, it is a double. So Kamiady gets a double, and I think that's going to be the end of Porsche.
1 out,
He
man on
does
second.
have the win in his pocket. Yeah, he's guaranteed to win, and it's going to be Bill Campbell. They're up by 6. Actually, I'm actually shocked if they go with Bill Campbell. I would have went with someone else. Here's Hafey. He rounds out. Campbell flips it to Clark. I would have went with, like, I don't know who else you have.
2
They're up by
outs, man on
6.
third.
There's Pooch. Trying for an RBI. Not happening.
No runs, one hit, and one left on. Bottom of the 8th.
And you got a 6-run game. I think they're going to take their guys out. So Smith is out. Brian Harper is going to get a pinch hit at bat. I'm surprised he's never had one. Hit to right field. Watkins is a 3 defensively. And that's a base hit by Harper.
No outs, men on first.
Here comes Darryl Porter. They're gonna. Nah, they're not gonna keep him. It will be Mike Jorgensen. Come in. Art Howell will probably pitch it soon. Base hit by Jorgensen. Harper the second.
No outs, men on first and second.
David Bodie. Well, Bodie's gone. It will be Cesar Cedeno. I'm surprised he's not getting more bats. Base hit by Cedeno. Basically, lead up or Peyton. Does he make it? No, bases are jammed.
No outs, bases loaded.
And Andy Ashby. Dude, he should have been playing more often. Ashby's now coming into the game. We got Fitz Colvin, but yeah, he's gone. It's going to be Steve Braun who's going to come into pinch hit. Why not? Fly by the left, and sack fly by Braun. It's a 12-5.
1 out, men on first and second.
First and second for Willie McGee. He's got 4 hits. It will be Art Howell who will come in. They might as well get him. 38 years old? Why is he still playing? Popped up the second, so infield fly rule in effect.
2 outs, men on first and second.
And that's the end of Tom Herr. He's gone. It will be Ron Hunt. No, Randy Hunt, excuse me. Will come in. And he pops up, so nicely done by the 85 Cardinals.
1 run, 3
Everyone
hits,
thought, oh my God, I thought this is a wacky game, but the 30 Cardinals can't finish the job. 12-5, bottom of the 9th, left field goes to Steve Braun. Shortstop will go to Ivan De Jesus. Center field goes to Andy Van Slyke. Second base goes to Wallace. And the plate is LaFerriere. All right. Yeah, the Cardinals basically know. Jim Bottomley knows they're done. Well, he's got a 3-run home run. Do they have anyone that... Yeah, everyone's batted at least once. They want to see if they can take advantage of Bill Campbell. Hit the second, and not so fast.
1 out, base is empty.
Here comes Gelbert. That would be Orsatti's time. Remember, he did have those big RBIs one time. Hit the third base, he's out. That's 2.
2 outs, base is empty.
Here comes what? Probably would have been home appeal, but Mancuso is going to come in to pinch hit. And it's a base hit, so Mancuso does his job.
2 outs, men on first.
Taylor's out. It will be home appeal to finish the job. And he strikes out. Bill Campbell does the job, and the 85 Cardinals
wins the game easily. Until next time, this is Replay Radio.
5-5, but then the 6th inning onwards, they proved it. The 30 Cardinals almost pulled off another upset. Forces the W. Rem, the loser. Pendleton, the MVP. You're not going to take him. Yeah, now you got a problem. Pendleton was going to be the odd man out, and now he's the hero with 3 RBIs. Clark, Landrum, and Ozzie. So the 4, 5, 6, 7 guys had 9 RBIs. Braun, Herr, and Herr, the other ones. The 30 Cardinals, 5 runs on 8 hits and 5 left. So 85 team, 12 runs, 16 hits, 12 left on base. Danny Cox could only finish 4 innings after Bottomley's home run. Beaver kind of blew it for him, but Forsch picked him up with the W. Bill Campbell came in. Berline, Grimes couldn't last it. Johnson, Kaufman, Haid, Rem, Lindsay, and Hill all sucked. Ashby was the only guy to clean up. 342 minutes, 12-5 your final. The 85 team struck first. Herr singles McGee home, Landrum singles for Herr, and Ozzie singles for Clark. Watkins grounded out to score Gilbert 3-1, and then Ozzie grounded out to score Clark 4-1. And then Pendleton singled scored McKee to make it 5-1 in the fourth. And then the fifth, Hafey walked, Pooch singled, and then Bottomley got those two guys home with a home run. Later on, Dole hit after a Watkins doubles Watkins home 5-5. But in the bottom of the sixth, Jack Clark came on and scored McKee and Herr with a hit. Pendleton a double scored Clark, and Landrum a double scored Pendleton 9-5. Jack Clark was on base when Bodie scored on a pass ball, and Pendleton sack fly to make it 11-5. And then a sack fly by Steve Braun. Series stats were 43-39. The 85 Cardinals came through 12-5. Yeah, that they had that 14-13 crazy game. The 30 Cardinals, 3 home runs by Chick Hafey and 3 by Puccinelli. So Chick Hafey with 7 RBIs. They are going to get him. Look at the guys with 5 RBIs. Hafey with 7. Taylor, Puccinelli, Watkins, and Gelbert with 5 RBIs each. Not a good Fritch was 188. Caminiti only batted 192. Not bad. The best batting average 500. 13 for 26 from Puccinelli. He should play, but they're gonna give Chick Hafey to the 85 team. The only problem is I think the Cardinals might even dump like Braun off if they want to. They can, I think. 2 wins by Bill Hallahan. Maybe the 85 Cardinals take him. 5 home runs, 7 RBIs by Willie McGee. Vince Coleman sucked. Coleman batted. Yeah, I think Vince Coleman might even be booted. But do you boot your leadoff hitter for Chick Hafey? Well, he had no RBIs. 10 different guys. Even Steve Braun had an RBI, and he played in the outfield. Yeah, every Kerner regular had 3 RBIs. Vance Lake had 3 RBIs in 6 games. I didn't even realize that. So yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I did not know that. Well, yeah. Coleman batted 194, which is pathetic. Pendleton batted 240. Clark batted 217. Pendleton didn't do that badly. He was better than Ozzie for hitting. Yeah, I think you get rid of Coleman. But the problem, yeah, that's the problem though. Do you get rid of your leadoff guy for Chick Hafey? I think you're going to probably dump somebody off, and probably I don't know what they'll do. It's puzzling. Tudor, Forge, Daly, and Perry are your guys. The only start. Well, Forge did start, but didn't win the game. John Tudor, I think, was the only guy to start a game and win a game. Yeah, it's going to be puzzling. Well, we know one Cardinal team has to play to the other. So Chick Hafey is Gonzo. Pitching wise, what do you do? They have Bill Hallahan. Yeah, Hallahan. So while Bill Hallahan is gone to the 85 team, obviously, you got to do that. St. Louis. Now what do you do? Well, Anahar is 0-3 and filed. Yeah, Anahar is Anahar is volatile. I think I think Beaver would have been gone. Yeah, when you look at the starters and all that, 85 they got the 2020 Kyle Hendricks, the 2016 Hendricks. So now the problem lies to the outfield. I think they're going to get rid of Brian Harper. You could get rid of Harper. You have 3 catchers. The trouble I have is Vince Coleman. What do you do? Well, Coleman has 4 RBIs. He is batting 246. Clark's batting 205. Now what do you do? I don't know what you do. Do you get rid of your? You can't get rid of your leadoff guy. That's unheard of. Well, what do you do? Coleman's been your left fielder. Chick Hafey is playing left. Is a left fielder. So I think they're going to get rid of Cesar Cedeno. Well, they're not using him. Yo, they're not using Cedeno, so you might as well trade him. Yep, that's the play. That's a good move by St. Louis. Yeah, you're not using Cedeno, you might as well get rid of him. So yeah, because Cedeno, I would have probably went with Harper. Even I would have even gone with Steve Braun because I would get rid of Braun. He does have an RBI, but they don't need him. Cesar Cedillo was not used. So the 85 Cardinals said, well, screw it. We're not using him, so he might as well just dump. So here's the bracket. Look at this. Every series has a Chicago team in it. But the funny thing is, the three Chicago Cubs teams and the White Sox teams are all on the are all do not have home field advantage. The 1906 Cubs against the 1924 Senators. The 1906 Cubs are 8-2. The 24 Senators had to had to deal with Brooklyn in Game 7, but they took down Cleveland. The 2016 Cubs have had a 6 and a 7 game series. The Monarchs have had two 6 game series. So the Monarchs kind of will have the rest. I think the 1906 Cubs will pull an upset out of their hat. And the 1923 Monarchs will beat the 2016 Cubs and meet another Cub team. The 1908 Cubs, the most rested. They have only lost once. They take on the 85 Cardinals, who actually had to fight with their brethren. But I think the 1908 Cubs might win. And then the 2020 White Sox 4-1, 4-2, and the 99 Diamondbacks 4-1, 4-1. I think it'll be the Diamondbacks. I personally think that it's going to be 1906 Cubs taking on the Monarchs, and the 1908 Cubs will face the 99 Diamondbacks in the semifinals. Yeah, it's actually hard to see. I look at the 1906 Cubs. Should have won the World Series, but lost to the hitless Wonder White Sox. The 1924 Senators, they won the World Series, giving Washington a pennant and Walter Johnson a pennant finally. The 2016 Cubs, the team that broke that 108-year jinx. The 1923 Monarchs, the best in the Negro Leagues. The 1908 Cubs, who had the title, who got to the World Series thanks to Merkel's Boner. The 1985 Cardinals, who should have won the World Series if it wasn't for Dankinger. And then you have the 2020 White Sox and then the 99 Diamondbacks. You know, that series, no one's going to care about it. We're going to see a upstart in the semifinals. Yeah, you have Randy Johnson pitching against the 2020 White Sox, who have got some timely hitting. So let's look at the replay daily. Jack Clark had the play of the day, the 2 RBIs. So that's what happens. Jose Abreu leads in home runs, 6. Goslin with 16 RBIs. You'll see those guys. Randy Johnson, Bullet, Rogan are still around. So, okay, now let's look at the rotations. The quarterfinals. You got Three Finger Brown versus Walter Johnson. You have John Lester, Bullet, Rogan. You have Ed Rollback, and the 85 Cardinals have to declare somebody. It will be Bill Hallahan. So Hallahan will be the lead guy. And then Giolotto versus Randy Johnson. Okay, game 2 sees Pfister versus Mugridge, Arrieta, Curry, Mordecai, Tudor, and C. Stahl. Game 3 sees Zachary Lundgren, Drake Hendricks, Cox Pfister, and Reynoso Keiko. Game 4, Johnson, Three Finger Brown, Bullet Roaster. Are they going with 3-man rotations, I guess? I guess they're going 3-man rotations. So Bob Forsch is coming in to be the 4 starter. Yeah. I don't know what they're doing. Yeah. I guess we're going to have 3-man rotations. But you never know. So what do I think? I think that it's going to be. I think Washington, Kansas City, the 1908 Cubs, and the 99 Diamondbacks. I think the 1906 Cubs might run into a buzzsaw, but I think the 1908 Cubs have got the pitching prowess like Arizona, the Monarchs, and Washington do. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. Anyway, I'm Jeff Diamond. Adieu.